Good evening, this is Jim Williams with the Hurricane City Tropical Update for August 28th, 7 p.m. Everybody's watching Hurricane Isaac this evening moving into Louisiana, and I'm going to start off. Normally I've been doing morning update videos. This evening I'm doing my last update video because tomorrow morning we're going to be wrapped up in the Hurricane Warning Show as the eye of Hurricane Isaac makes landfall in southeast Louisiana. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to show you tomorrow. We have the HurTrack program set up here, and here's the positioning of Isaac right now, and here's where it will be tomorrow morning when we're kicking off the Hurricane Warning Show. We've decided to do it around 7 a.m. tomorrow, and here's the reason why. A couple of reasons. First of all, we have some really good webcams to show you, but it's not going to be light until around 6 a.m. tomorrow. And also the tide situation. High tide is at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow. So we want to give people an idea of the worst conditions that are arriving in southeast Louisiana, which should be in the morning hours between 8 and 11 a.m. tomorrow or up to noontime. It should be really bad in Louisiana. So that's when we're going to do it. Go ahead and do the Hurricane Warning Show. It's not to say that there's not going to be real bad weather beforehand or after the show is over, but it's going to be a long process here. It's going to be many hours of this system moving very slowly. You can see it becomes a tropical storm. After it passes New Orleans around, it becomes a tropical storm around 10 or 11 a.m. in the morning as it moves slowly off to the northwest. But it's going to dump a ton of rain up in this area, and there's going to be 5 to 10 feet of storm surge in many areas. So it's going to be an ongoing story as the morning goes on. That's why we decided to go ahead and start the show right around 7 a.m. tomorrow. Now let's take a look at the recon. They're flying around out there right now. And we have a new vortex message just came in here, 970 millibars. The previous vortex message was 971, so we continue to have a slowly strengthening system. Maximum surface winds 61 knots, maximum flight level winds 84 knots, and a maximum outbound flight level wind of 94 knots. So this is definitely a bona fide Category 1 hurricane. The pressure is more reflective of the Category 2 hurricane. Let's take a look at some of the wind barbs around here. 55 knot winds, 54 knot. Oh wait, here's some really high winds. These are some gusts to 66 knots out here. There's a 68 knot wind, and 64 knots, 63 knots. So these are some very high winds just east of Plaquemines that's moving in towards the peninsula of southeastern Louisiana here, and they're going to get pounded pretty good during the nighttime hours by sustained hurricane force winds out here. And you look at behind the eye on the west side of the system, we have northwest winds. There's a northwest wind of 70 miles an hour, 68 miles an hour, and on down it gets a little weaker as you get further away from the center. So bona fide Category 1 hurricanes right around the eye wall. Hurricane force winds extend out 60 miles from the center, so all areas are going to be affected in the hurricane warning zone in southeastern Louisiana. Here's the radar from WeatherTap showing our eye just about moving on shore right now at the very south, at the mouth of the Mississippi. Right now it's basically just about ready to make landfall as the system is winding up, and any additional strengthening, maybe another 5 miles an hour or so, but I think this is running out of time. It's getting on land right now. And again, the worst conditions will be in the morning as high tide arrives and that water starts rushing in from the south. So we're going to start the Hurricane Warning Show at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I wanted to show you the WeatherTap. Here's the current situation. Here we are in 6 hours with the system making its way onshore, fully onshore, and then 12 hours from now when we kick off the Hurricane Warning Show, the worst conditions should be right over our current feature, the city of New Orleans, and all that water will be rushing into the bays, and Lake Pontchartrain, the southern winds will be pushing that water on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. So the worst conditions again will be in tomorrow morning, and we'll be live to cover that as it all happens. And here is the AVN shot, the enhanced infrared image of Hurricane Isaac as it moves on shore. And again, it's a Category 1 hurricane, but this system has never really been that well developed. It's always been a kind of a ragged system with competing centers of circulation. It's just never really been a fully bona fide classic hurricane, but it looks like it's beginning to take that shape right now as it's making its way onshore, but the strengthening process should go ahead and wrap up here as the evening moves on. All right, let's take a look at Mark Sudduth's webcam. He's live driving around in Mississippi and Louisiana this evening, and he's currently driving right now. And we're going to be homing in on his webcams. He's got several webcams streaming from the affected areas, so we're going to be watching for that tomorrow. Here's a live cam from the Mississippi River in New Orleans. Here's another cam from Slidell, Louisiana. Here's another one in Metairie, Louisiana. And again, Mark Sudduth's cam will be live tomorrow with the surge coming in. And we'll have all that tomorrow morning at hurricanecity.tv. Check it out and don't miss it, as tomorrow should be very interesting. And we're always going to monitor the latest news and information out of the affected areas. I'm going to be tag teaming with Bill Phillips tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., the Hurricane Warning Show. Don't miss it. If you do miss it and you're an archive subscriber, you can watch the recorded version of it. We're going to edit it down over the next several days and have it up for archive subscribers, hopefully maybe by the weekend. And you'll be able to see the show as it took place as Hurricane Isaac made landfall in southeast Louisiana. We wish the people the best of luck in this area. It's already too late to evacuate if you haven't already done so. We wish them the best of luck. There's going to be a lot of water, a lot of rain. There's going to be a lot of problems with water from this system. It's a huge system. This is going to go on for 24, 36, 48 hours of water rushing into the northern Gulf Coast, so it's going to be a big flooding problems up there. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll not have any more tropical update videos for about 24 hours as we're going to recover from Hurricane Isaac making landfall. The Hurricane Warning Show tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it. That's it for now. Thank you again for visiting Hurricane City.